All right, Shalom. First off, give all praise unto Yahweh, by Shem Shai, by Shem Makar Kadash, the bonnets to the apostles and the elders of GMS. Salutes and honors to the elect, all the brothers across the four corners who are enduring, and truth and sincerity, and the women and children who follow. So, as you can see from the article and from the title of the video, it says the Dow tanks 800 points in the worst day of 2019 after bond markets send recession warning. So the Dow then dropped, all right, and we know that it's kind of set up to do this kind of yo-yo thing where it drops and then it rises the next day, and it's it comes back and then it drops and then it comes back. That's what it's done. That's what they set it up to do. But man, it's gonna come a time where it don't bounce back like that, man. Okay, and it's happened in history, and it's gonna happen here in the near future. All right, so we're gonna get into this article a little bit, and of course get into the scriptures, all filtered through the scriptures, through the Spirit and power of Yahweh Shem Shai. But I just wanted to grab this real quick because I did mention, that it does that yo-yo kind of deal. On August 2nd, there's an article that says the Dow loses 707 points for the week as Trump rose stock market. Royal stock market. So, like I said, it's been doing this. All right, this ain't nothing new. This is like the second or third time this month that it's been a major collapse, and this is the biggest one so far. So, Lord willing, this momentum keeps going, and it's bad for the country and positive for us, because we trying to get out of here at Great Millstone. We trying to get up out of here, man. So we want this to happen. We want the stock market to crash. We want martial law. We want all of these things to happen because we understand prophecy, and we understand that these things must come to pass in order for us to get our kingdom. Okay, in order for Yahweh Shai to come back, okay, and take his rightful place in the world. So it says stocks plunged on Wednesday in the Dow Jones Industrial Average. Stocks plunged Wednesday in the Dow Jones Industrial Average's worst performance of 2019 after the bond market flashed a troubling signal about the U.S. economy. All right, so the economy is dropping, man. The economy is terrible right now. You got a lot of people trying to trying to boost the economy. Oh, we're doing so well. It's saying the third in the housing market. And look, we're on the edge of a crash, okay? This balloon is about to pop. That's what happens. They pump it up, and 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 they let a little air out, and they pump it up, and they pump it up, and they pump it up, and they let a little air out, and they pump it up, and they pump it up, and it pops. That's how this works. That's why you get, these drastic 800-point drops. And then the next day it's going to rally for the biggest day ever of the year. Oh. That's how it always is. I wouldn't be surprised if it does rally. But like I said, there's going to come a time where it doesn't. All right, it's going to be a set point in time where, like I said, it has happened in history. You have what's called Black Tuesday, I believe. The Great Depression. Years upon years of a broken economy from one day. And how do you think they're going to usher in the market of beasts? There has to be some kind of economical reason to want to go from the dollar standard into the chip. So they're going to, it's not going to just happen overnight. It's going to be a setup. Okay. The Dow's going to probably drop. Okay. You'll have banks foreclosing. People can't get their money out of banks. This is going to be a run on the banks. All these things must happen. This is what's going to let you know that it's that time. Okay, it says the Dow dropped 800.49 points, or 3.05% to 2,549.42. Its worst percentage drop of the year and the fourth largest drop of all time. The S&P 500 fell 85.72 points. The Nasdaq composite declined 3.2 points. Let me see. Is there anything really worth it in this? This is mentioning Bank of America, Citigroup, JP Morgan. They all dropped. Those are the lenders, okay? That's when I said there's going to be a run on the bank, or people are not going to be able to get their money out of the bank. People are going to lose their houses. People are going to lose their businesses, all of this. That's because they're borrowing money from the bank. And when the bank don't have those funds, or when, things come up, that's what's going to happen. Okay? That's how everybody's going to lose their properties and all that, because of the banks. Once the banks fold, you got them. All right, so there's really not too much left in this article that I really want to read. I mean, I put the link in the description if anybody wants to read it. But I'm going to focus on this scripture right here. And I'm just going to start at the top. All right, the whole chapter is good. The point is in like verse 6. But verse 1, it says, Habakkuk chapter 2 and 1, I will stand upon my watch and set me upon the tower, and I will watch to see what he will say unto me, and what I shall answer when I am reproved. And the Lord answered me, and said, Write it in the vision, and make it plain upon tables, that he may run that readeth it. Okay? For the vision is yet for an appointed time, but at the end it shall speak and not lie. Though it tarry, wait for it, because it will surely come, it will not tarry. It's talking about the prophecies in particular. All right, they're going to come to pass. Okay, it says make it plain. All right, give the breakdown, man. That's what we're doing. We're giving the breakdown to the visions. All right, and it says, though it tarry, wait for it, because it shall surely come, it will not tarry. All right, even though it seems like it might be far off, even though it seems like we've been out here for years upon years and giving the warning to the people, telling them what's going on, it's going to come to pass. All right, surely it will come to pass. It's like you. Verse 4, it says, Behold, his soul which is uplifted is not upright in him, but the just shall live by his faith. All right, it's talking about the so-called white man, the one who's running this place, man. Job 9:24, the earth is given into the hands of the wicked. Who's running this place, man? The so-called white man, the Edomite. Who's running the Dow Jones and the S&P 500, JP Morgan, Freddie and Fannie, and all those other banking institutions? Who's running all those? Who's over the stock market? Who's controlling the USD index? Okay, it's not hard to see who has the reins. Yet also, because he transgresseth by wine, he is a proud man, neither keepeth at home. Or who enlarges his desire as hell, and is as death, and cannot be satisfied, but gathereth unto him all nations, and heap unto him all people, which is a very blatant description of the so-called white man. Because he don't keep it at home. He's in everybody else's country, promoting his so-called democracy, putting up puppet leaders, destroying their way of life, and implementing his way of life and how he think that thing should be. It says, shall not all these take up a parable against them, and a taunting proverb against them, saying, Woe unto him that increaseth that which is not his. All right, and that's what the white man did. He's increasing in that which is not his. Okay, those oil fields over there, those aren't his. He's taking them. All right, all the resources for cell phones and gold and all those other things that the so-called white man is doing, the land, okay, the cattle, everything that he touches, all right, belong to somebody else. So it says, how long? And to him that laden himself with thick clay. And even though he's stealing everything, he's still in debt. Okay? Trillions and trillions and trillions of dollars. Let's see if I can pull that up real quick, man. Just pull it up on one here. Let me see. See if we can get the debt clock. Here we go. At the 1:38 a.m. was the freaking August 15th. August 15th. There you go. 22 trillion 508 billion 211 million, and there you go. All right, so that's where we're sitting at, man. That thick clay is debt. All right, who do we owe that money to? The international bankers. All right, you can say that China, owns a lot of our debt, this, that, and the third. But at the end of the day, we all are receipts. We're all slaves with receipts to the international bankers. And they're going to cash in pretty soon, man. And when they do, it's going to be some blood running in this country. All right. And Jacob's trouble is going to pop off. And then that's when the Lord is going to put up a standard for his people, man. Which is a beautiful thing. So, with that being said, I want to give all praise unto Yahweh, by Shem Yahushai, by Shem Rakakadash, the bonus to the apostles and the elders of GMS. Salutes and honors to the elect, all the brothers across the four corners who are enduring, and truth and sincerity in the women and children who follow. Shalom.